All right, we're back online. We're going to call this meeting back to order. Good job, guys. We'll make sure everyone, I know people are scattered. We don't want to start without everyone here. All right, we are ready to call the roll. So as soon as our clerk is ready, she will call the roll. Yeah, we're voting on resolution 25265 as amended.
All right, Richmond,
Resolution to put our stamp of approval on the construction on 143rd Street.
Resolution 25265 authorizing the Will County State's Attorney Office to proceed with condemnation cases regarding the county's improvements 143rd Street as amended.
Can I ask the state's attorney just to briefly explain the the now therefore be it resolved part of this resolution?
We are done with discussion. We're in the middle of the
I
vote, sir.
need a
No,
clarification on it. I'm asking for that. Could you just? So could you please, where it says now therefore be it resolved on the second half, could you read that and explain to us what that exactly
Excuse me,
says?
we are adopted. Why did you not ask that during discussion? We are in the middle of a vote. I'm going to deny your request.
Yeah,
Yes, we were. We
okay,
just started
well,
voting.
I'll ask you, I'm going to answer you why. Because, you know, there's been so much time, I'm not sure that the people
Just
understand that
because
this
you were
is
given
not
time because
about
of a glitch doesn't mean you get to
commencement,
come
but
back
this
to
is
discussion.
also- This is also saying that we approve of the project.
Right.
And people might not be clear about that. I just want everyone here that's voting to be clear that this vote is not about a compromise. It is about
Okay,
moving a project forward.
thank you.
Okay?
Thank you. We're done
Am I
now.
correct,
Madam
State's
Clerk, please
Attorney?
call the roll. So we can, no, can I tell you this right now? Excuse me, folks here. I get that this is highly charged and people have we've already discussed, we have a motion, we have a second, we have discussed. This happening is not relevant to this vote right now. And it is completely separate. We are in the middle of the vote. We are going to continue the vote as we go. If you do not want to vote no, vote no. Madam Clerk, please call the roll. Gosh. Discussion was closed. We started the vote. The recording is not a matter of this. We tape this. These are meetings. The discussion was closed. We had just had. Well, I'm not playing these games. I'm not doing this. That, I told you, that does not matter. Can you please tell, does it matter that the technology went out? Does that impact this vote?
The fact
No.
there was a recording that stopped at some point does not affect the proceedings of the board. It is a courtesy given to the public. It is not required by law.
One at a time.
My specific question is that I do not recollect that discussion was officially closed. So I'm asking, was it officially closed? I do not, we were not in the middle of voting. We were not in the middle of voting, and I do not believe that the discussion was closed.
The fact that I was called upon and given the mic tells you that discussion was not closed.
You asked for, okay, you asked for a parliamentary.
About
question.
what
No,
we
you
were
wanted,
discussing.
you wanted him to read thereof. Stop. We are moving on with the roll
That's
call, folks.
correct.
Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Richmond,
No. It was not closed.
Sherry Williams ended it. I asked if there was anything else. We took on the roll.
No, it wasn't.
Folks, come on.
We're elected officials and we still have questions, Jennifer. So
I asked.
What are you afraid
went-
of to allow him
you
to
went-
speak?
Everybody, I asked, does anyone else have a comment? No. And then there was final thing to Jeff, and then Sherry added one more thing. I looked at everyone and I said, Madam Clerk, and that's when we were told the computer was not, we asked for a
The
recess.
question could have been answered by now.
What? What? You just read what you wanted to have
I
written.
wanted him to explain the now therefore be it resolved.
It's a, okay, can you please explain to Mr. Butler what the now therefore resolved in any resolution means?
Not any resolution, this particular one.
Your question is, what is the legal effect of the now for be resolved? It's that the state's attorney's office can move forward with the condemnation. That's what this entire resolution is, that we need authority from the county board to move forward with our condemnation
To complete the public road project.
as part of the project. Obviously, as Mr. Ronaldson told you, there are other things that go on with that project. This is simply related to the authority of the state's attorney to move forward with condemnation under the U.S. and state constitution.
And now we're done.
Thank you.
Already, you have spoken twice already. So Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Richmond,
Does everyone know what we're voting on, correct? Okay, yes, yes, all right. No, go ahead.
Williams,
Okay, do we know what we're voting on? We are voting on the resolution 265-265. The Will County State's Attorney proceed with condemnations for cases regarding the improvements of 143 as amended. We amended it 2 times. One was the language that was in front of you. One was a wording change from authorized to requirement. And this is what we are voting on right now. This is, they have to go to condemnation. They can talk to people to get the land. Yes, go ahead. Correct, yeah. All right. Why don't we start all over?
Richmond, Williams, Kinsler, Ogala, Pretzel, Butler,
No.
Newquist, Balich, Oxley, Brooks, Bullock, Logan, Freeman, Revis, Ortiz, Berkowitz, Hickey, Hostock, Trainier, Van Dyden. 212.
12 in the affirmative, the motion carries. Chair Trinier.
Thank you, Madam Executive. Our next Public Works and Transportation Committee meeting is scheduled for October 7th. Hope to see you all there. Thank you.
Public Health and Safety, Chair Butler.
We have nothing to move forward at this point. Our next meeting is on October 2nd.
Chair Ortiz.
Thank you, Madam Executive. At this time, we have nothing to move forward, and our next scheduled meeting is on October 7th.
Thank you. Chair Freeman.
Capital Improvements and IT Committee has nothing to bring forward. Our next meeting will be October 7th.
Thank you. I don't know who is the Vice Chair of Landfill? Member Hickey?
There's, the meeting was canceled. There's nothing to bring forward, and our next scheduled meeting is October 14th.
Thank you. Speaker Van Dyne.
Thank you, Madam Executive. The Executive Committee is presenting a consent agenda which authorizes the development of a strategic plan for the Will County Board and a number of ordinances amending Chapter 41, 50, 52, 53, and 54, and I so move.
Motion by Van Dyne, seconded by Ogala. Madam Clerk, no. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
I apologize, Madam Executive. I'm just being told by the state's attorney that Chapter 54, we would like to remove to be amended.
Which, can you give us that is F? So we are voting now.
Yeah.
So
I
can you, why don't you restate your motion then?
I make a motion to approve the consent agenda A, B, C, D, and E.
Motion by Van Dyne, seconded by Ogala. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Richmond, Williams, O'Gala. Pretzel. Butler. Newquist. Balich. Oxley. Brooks. Bullock. Logan. Freeman. Revis. Ortiz. Berkowitz. Hickey. Hosta. Trainier. Yes. Van Dyne.
Yes.
19 in the affirmative, the motion carries.
Madam Executive, I'd like to make a motion to remove Chapter 24 Code of Ordinances, and I would please allow the state's, 54 rather, and please allow the state's attorney to give us an
Okay,
explanation.
can we get a motion? Motion by Van Dyne, seconded by O'Gala. State's Attorney's Office.
So in review of Chapter 54, there's a number of mentions of the term semi-annual. Land use, in looking at how they actually operate, would like that to be annual. Last Thursday, we fixed one of them. They identified another one. So I would just ask that a motion be made to replace any references to semi-annual in Chapter 54 and replace it with annual.
Okay, well, he can't make a motion. Okay, hold on. So we just had a motion to remove it.
I'll remove my motion.
Take a vote on it.
Misunderstood.
No? Okay, so now you have, now you're gonna,
I'd like to make a motion to replace semi-annual with annual in the entire chapter of 54.
motion by Van Dyne, seconded by Revis. Is there any discussion? Previous roll call by Trinier, seconded by O'Gala. All in favor? Any
Aye.
opposed? Motion carries.
We do have a number of appointments, starting with Resolution 25-272, executive appointment to the Godly Public Water District. I so move.
Motion by Van Dyne. Seconded by Triniers. Previous roll call by Brooks. Seconded by O'Gala. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Resolution 25-273, executive appointment to Workforce Investment Board of Will County, and I make that motion.
Motion by Van Dyne, seconded by O'Gala. Previous roll call by Brooks. Seconded by Trinier. All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carries.
And lastly, Resolution 25-274, executive appointment to Bonnie Bray Manor Sanitary District, and I so move.
Motion by Van Dyne, seconded by Freeman. Previous roll call by Kosa, seconded by Oxley. All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carries.
That will conclude the executive committee. Our next meeting will be scheduled for October 9th, 2025, and thank you.
Thank you. At this time, we invite any public comment relevant to matters under the jurisdiction of the county. Is there any comments or any issue under the jurisdiction of the county once? You'll have yours. We'll go back to county board members. Oh. Okay, hold on. Let's get through the public comment here. Yeah. Anyone? Okay, we are going to move on to county board members. We're going to start off with member Ortiz, who wants to. No, wait, what's? Oh, I'm sorry. You were going to make a clarification. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I just wanted to clarify because I misspoke during my time for legislative committee. Our next meeting is actually September 25th at 11 a.m. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, any member of the county board who would like to speak? We're going to start off with member Balich.
Well, today I put on your desk a couple sheets of paper describing something that I think our county board should address and probably work toward. We need to get the state of Illinois to go along with a federal law that was passed. And it's about the National Educational Choice for Children Act. And it's not about vouchers, and it's not about the 527s that used to be, not 527, but 529s that used to be. It's none of that. What this is the federal government is giving $1,700 tax credits to anybody that donates money into a nonprofit for these children's programs. So it may be that if you're in a public school, you need a tutor. This program would pay for the tutor. If you probably haven't heard about it because I just found out about it about a week ago. And anyway, it'll pay for tutors. It'll pay for special needs kids to get special classes. It'll pay for not vouchers, it'll pay for tuition, part of tuition for private schools. It'll pay for people that want to take special classes somewhere to do ACT testing. So it's going to be a whole multitude of things that will be covered by this, and it's for every income level. It's not just for lower income or middle class or upper classes, for everybody, all kids. So the way they describe this is that we have to get our state to opt into the program. If our state does not opt into the program, then the next step will be that anyone that donates money from our state, it'll go to a state that opted in. So if it's not going to cost anybody any money in state taxes, it ain't going to cost our state a penny. It's not going to cost any of us locally anything. It's all covered by this act that was passed by the federal government. So there's no cost involved, and it just is there to help children. And I'm sure that everybody in this room likes the idea of helping children, especially when you look at it, that it's going to help every child, not just certain groups of people. So I'm asking everybody that when we bring this forward to either public health or through executive, I have to get with Joe to find out which one, but we got to work toward getting this on a referendum question, saying whether our county approves it or not, so that the state has at least us on record saying we think it's a good idea. Now, if we don't do anything, well, maybe this thing will never get into effect. If other counties don't do it, same thing, but I think it's our job to represent our county and at least try to get this where our governor will opt in to doing this. Because I think when you're talking about helping all children, you're not talking about special, all children, period. So, you know what? I just want you guys to see it's not a partisan issue. It's not anything. It's about kids. So when it goes to the committee, whichever one Joe decides, we'll be talking about it, and that's the gist of it. But I wanted to bring this forward here first so everybody could read it and get an idea what it is, and then Google it so you can figure out what the heck this is, because I never heard of this thing before. So anyway, thank you for listening.
Thank you. Member Revis.
Thank you, Madam Executive. Last month, I spoke about my selection to the Edgar Fellows Program and the lessons in bipartisanship that were imparted on me by the former governor, who we also sadly learned passed away this week. Rest in peace, Governor Edgar. As I mentioned last month, bipartisanship was the main theme of the program. But after some reflection, I actually believe a different and more appropriate word is compromise. We learned that compromise isn't a dirty word. Moreover, we learned that in order to get to compromise, the parties involved need to accept a basic set of facts based on the truth. We learned that celebrating each other and giving credit when it's due is a huge piece to getting to an honest compromise that actually works. I know many of the board members on the opposite side of the aisle from me sometimes don't get the credit they deserve, but from Herb Brooks to Micah Freeman to Sherry Williams, who's doing a great job as the Democrat leader, I think it's appropriate for us to, recognize some of the work that the opposite side of the aisle is doing. But equally important as celebrating someone opposite from you when they do or say something you like is respectfully and civilly holding each other accountable for words and actions when they don't meet the standards of honest debate and problem solving. Sadly, that brings me to the subject of my comments here today. Over the past few months, our board has been in the news for a myriad of controversies. These controversies are embarrassing to our board and paint us in a very negative light. These controversies each have a common theme. They involve poor judgment from board member Jackie Trainier. And while I don't want to comment on the legalities of these cases, I do want to comment on the actions and, more importantly, the judgment demonstrated by
It
the
is
board
against-
member Trainier that is extremely
Mark, I'm going to have
problematic
to
for our
turn you off
board.
because we do not talk about things. It's in your rules that you have said that you will not talk about other members during public comment. So I'm going to have to stop you right there. It is in your rules.
This is within the responsibility of this board to comment on some of these
You do not
issues.
talk about individual people here. No, I would not allow someone to sit here and go after you. I am not allowing
It's
you to go after
happened.
me.
It's happened, but I will
I- I
respect,
do-
I will respect
Thank
what you're
you.
saying and I will move on.
It's your rules that you vote on too.
However, but
Oh, sorry, I'm sorry.
the judgment from some of our board members, it's very appropriate for us to call that into question, especially when it doesn't meet the standards of conduct of this board, just like it happened with me just 2 seconds ago here.
No,
So, I guess I can't go into outlining some of
would
these.
you like me to read?
these
Would you want me to
instances-
read for you? I will read your board.
No, it's okay. I'm not going to go into that. I just have to adapt here. I can't continue because of this, but that doesn't mean that this is over, just so you know.
Thank you. Any other member Ortiz?
Thank you, Madam Executive. As we recognize Hispanic Heritage Month, we celebrate the culture, resilience, and countless contributions of Latino and immigrant communities in Will County. But today I cannot just celebrate. I must speak the truth about what is happening in our own backyards. In Joliet, ICE agents rammed into a car and dragged people out, leaving terror behind. Just days ago, down the street, they smashed through a car window in broad daylight. In our own courthouse, the very halls of justice, people have been seized, kidnapped. No transparency about who, why, or where they are now. And that should alarm every one of us. In Romeoville, down the block from my house, parents were pulled from cars while children waited for them to come home. At an elementary school where I once taught, ICE agents waited at drop-off at 8 o'clock in the morning to take parents right in front of their children. How is kidnapping parents on their way to work or school making us safer? It's not. Even U.S. citizens in Illinois have been detained in this racist deportation dragnet, profiled, harassed, locked up for their skin color and accent. Families are afraid to leave their homes, knowing even their citizenship papers may not protect them. This is not the border. This is Joliet. This is Romeoville. This is Bolingbrook. This is Naperville. Families who shop at the same stores, sit in the same pews, whose children learn beside ours. Protecting immigrant rights is not abstract. It's about our neighbors, our co-workers, our classmates. And let's be clear, ICE is not targeting crime, it is targeting color. Nationwide, over 70% of people in detention have no criminal conviction at all. These are parents. These are workers. These are children. They're families seeking the same safety our grandparents sought. And silence is not neutrality. Silence is complicity. Will County can choose differently. We can demand transparency in our courthouse. We can remind families that they are not alone. We can show up, walk children to school, deliver groceries, offer rides so that no one faces this terror alone. This is what community means, what humanity demands, and my commitment as a county board member. But I can't do this alone. So I end with this ask to my colleagues and to allies. Please stand with our Latino community. Do not look away. Do not stay silent. Let families know they are seen, loved, and supported and protected. Thank you.
Thank you. Member Berkowitz?
Thank you. I find it very distressing to hear fellow board members disparage our county. and call our county racist, talk about crimes and injustices in our county. We have thousands of county employees here that maintain law and order here. This is not a problem dealing with race. Race is not the problem. People are people. We are all human beings. But we are a country founded on law and order. We have an immigration system. It's been, my ancestors followed it back in the 1600s and when my mother came to this country. There's a process. If you want to talk about race, talk to the Filipino community. They'll wait 3 years for someone to come here legally, even a spouse, but they do it and they abide, and eventually our relatives will come to this country. But to just ignore the fact that this process is not respected, it's not legally followed. Let's just stick to the facts here. And for our country to be, I serve as an elected official, not only to serve the residents in Will County, but to serve this country and its Constitution and its Bill of Rights. And the foundation of this country is law and order. There is nowhere else in the world where people can go abroad and do the things that happen in this country. Riots, burning down buildings, destructions, tearing down memorials. Can't do that in China. Can't do that in Peru. Can't do that in Mexico. And this is not a laughing matter. At the end of the day, this country gives us things that you can't get anywhere else in the world. And I feel that it's been abused. And this dialect that's going on today, fueled by some of the media and some of our own neighbors, has to stop. We should fly the American flag in this country. We should honor the American flag in this country. This country never tells us to give up our heritage. But when we come to this country, we should abide by the law that governs this country. So I challenge all of you, if you're not happy, if you don't think it's right, it's a big world out there, then maybe there's a different place. I never
Okay.
mentioned
No, yeah.
anyone in particular,
Yeah,
but
yeah. Guys, all right, listen, folks. Listen, folks,
comments.
I'm doing the best I can
I-
to monitor
I
adult
understand
behavior.
that.
So please, let's
And
wrap
my-
up your comments. Wrap up
I
your
am
comments.
wrapping-
Thank you. Please wrap up.
I am. I would like to ask for respect for everyone here, and let's get above race.
Okay.
And let's just do our job and focus on county government. Thank you.
Thank you. Member Trenier.
Thank you, Madam Executive. I too believe in law and order, and I believe in our system of democracy and justice, which is innocent until proven guilty. I think it's really important for people to remember that, and that sometimes if somebody doesn't like you for your politics, they can go after you in a lot of different ways and make a lot of hay out of nothing. All I can say about what's going on with my current court case, because I have an attorney and I've been told not to speak about my defense. My question is, why would a former chair of this board knowingly allow all county board members to have the same password? And why did I?
Okay,
have
we need
be
to
the person
stop
figure
right
that out?
now. You guys, we're dropping this right now. I know, you folks, I'm going to just cut this off and ask for an adjournment because literally this is adults going after adult. I'm going to run this movie, and if I don't think the decorum is good enough, I'm going to stop it. I am asking that you just respect. We are not trying to one up each other here. We all have personal feelings. We try to listen with dignity, and that's what we're going to do. We need to stop the personal attacks. I mean, this board got rid of proclamations because you couldn't understand each other. So we're not going to use this time to now go after each other in indirect or direct ways. So please, we are done. I am telling you, if you have anything, the good of the county, if you want to talk about something that has happened in your community, if you want to talk about something that you have attended, if you want to celebrate a certain month that we are let's do it that way. Okay, well, very good. So we're going to put hands down. We have people up who want to talk. No, you can put your hand down, Mr. Revis, because we have people who want to talk. Okay, if we're really going to waste the time, it's 3.03 parliamentary procedure D. Members should observe the following rules of decorum. Members should, 1, address themselves solely and directly to the county executive during a meeting. I know you were. 2, speak when recognized by the county board or the county board meetings. 3, avoid characterizing another member's personal intent or motives and avoid discussing personalities. 4, refrain from speaking disrespectfully of the speaker, members, or the county executive. Refrain from using profane or vulgar letter. And let's take it this way. As a chair of the board, I have the right to control what I think is appropriate and not appropriate. And that is not appropriate. I cut off someone else. You were attacking another member, and you threw out it. You brought up another name. You brought up a specific name. And I'm telling you, no, I don't care about your opinion on another member. You can do that on your own face. Many of you have your Facebook. But you brought up a name. Okay, well then you can talk to him. Good. It's a good time to go talk to him. So no, we are not doing this. It's not appropriate. Okay. I would protect any member here if anybody on either side started doing as best as I can. I stopped her. I said enough and I hit my gavel. I can't control what is about to come out of people's mouth. I am expecting people to be adults here and recognize what is right to say, what is wrong to say. Well, then maybe you should have rethought that by throwing out a person's name, and you could have been very general. So we are done with this. We're going to move on. Mr. Revis, we're going to move on. I really want to stop all this, but I'll get yelled at for that. Chair Ogala, Member Ogala, speak.
Whoever I am.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Let's try to get it back on track to county business. We have executive session. We have business to do before here. So please Go ahead.
Thank you. Thank you. I just wanted to mention the fact that I did attend the IML meeting this last month because the mayor of Homer Glen asked me to attend. I did go. I did ask questions, all kinds of questions, because I've never been this in depth with any road project before. And as far as awarding STP dollars, every road project is evaluated based upon a certain scoring system. And that scoring system causes a county or other group to win STP dollars or not win STP dollars. And so my conversation with the people I had was even if we weren't awarded the 7 million for this project, did not mean that we wouldn't be awarded 7 million for the next project. Could members, and this is what I was told, could members who are part of IML who do the awarding hold a grudge against the county? I suppose they could, but like this county board, we change every 2 years. That board changes every 2 years as well. And so the opportunity for that to actually happen, I think, is very low. So I just wanted to make that comment. Thank you.
Thank you, Member Costa.
Thank you. The month of October is Filipino American History Month, and the Filipino Friendship Society of Bolingbrook will be recognized in proclamation on Tuesday, September 23rd for our 50th year anniversary. I'd just like to invite the community out to that. We're also hosting our 50th gala in Lamont at Crystal Grands on October 3rd. As a Filipino American that was naturalized here in the United States, I just want to say that I stand in solidarity with the comments of our county board member Ortiz. In July of 2025, We recently had 2 Filipino Americans detained by ICE coming off the plane at O'Hare. And I'd love to be able to share and educate information with any county board member who would be interested to learn more about that. Thank you.
All right, thank you. We're going on to, you've already spoken, sir? Nope, we're not going back. We're moving on. So any other, we're going to move on to leadership here. We have Leader Williams.
Thank you. I first want to say that the county is having a benefits fair September the 26th. Hopefully everybody will come out. I have some volunteers that are going to be there. I'll be there myself. And VetFest is on September 27th, and we have volunteers there too, but anybody can come out if they want to. And lastly, I want to say that actions today show me more than ever that we do need some kind of strategic plan, something to help us to come together. And I think that when we develop this plan, the process hopefully will help us to come together in more ways than what we have previously. Today, we have shown that we apparently don't care to get along. And when we don't care to get along, we won't get along. It all depends on us. We either get along or we don't. Talking about what happens to another member is not going to do it. We started off saying that we learned about compromise. Compromise means that both sides are involved. And so if we're going to be a cohesive board, then we have to work at being a cohesive board. And it is not going to be done by name calling or calling people out or doing all the other things. We are all adults here, at least I think we are, at least chronologically, we're adults. Emotionally, I am speaking, and I did not interrupt you when you were speaking. So please give me that same courtesy. Thank you. See, this is what I'm talking about. Now, if we have to go to school here, I know how to do that too. All right. I don't think I should have to do that for adults. But if we can't have common courtesy, then we have nothing. So hopefully, when we get this started, we will have more of an open mind and we can come together and be the board that I think that we can be. Thank you.
Member Richmond? All right, Leader Richmond.
Thank you. Sherry, thank you for mentioning VetFest and the benefits fair. It's something that I've talked to our folks about and working on getting volunteers to. I think it'd be a good time for people to sit down together and actually talk. I know Vince said that he had some good conversations with some folks when he was at the Will County Fair, and that I know I did the same. So I think, yeah, if we can lower the temperature in the room, that would be great. But at the same time, you know, respect each other's opinions, and, you know, we are a nation of laws, and we have laws in this room and we should abide by them. So, and on a happy note, you want happiness, right? I'll give you something. I'll give you something. I'll be a young 65 next month. So let's celebrate that. Okay. All right. Herb, you and me together, right?
Still.
So, all right. I just tried to make everybody laugh. So come on.
Mr. Oxley, you've missed your turn, but I'm going to let you speak. You have to speak during member, because then we go to leaders. But go ahead, sir.
Short and sweet.
Yeah.
It's called respect, and that's what you'll get.
Speaker Van Dyne.
Thank you once again, Madam Executive. I feel like I say this on a monthly basis, but some of the members had already spoke about this, and I guess my ask would be that we do need to respect each other. There's been times where I've sat here and not agreed with somebody's statements, but you know what I do? I keep my thoughts to myself, and I don't interrupt, and I listen to them like they are a true adult. I would like to ask both sides of this board not to make side comments when somebody's speaking, give them the respect. Ask both sides of this board not to call out members on any issue. We need to stick to the county business. I think that's about what I just wanted to say. On a happy note, it was nice to see the lady start off our meeting today speaking about peace. It's a bipartisan issue, and I think everybody would be more happy with peace. So I appreciate the woman coming in and just saying a few kind words. And I want everybody to enjoy the rest of their day and get ready to work together next month. So thank you.
Thank you. All right, we need a motion to go into executive session. Motion by, I'm sorry, pending litigation, I'm sorry. A motion by Oxley, seconded by Trinier. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Richmond. Williams. Ogala. Butler. Pretzel. Butler. Newquist. Balich. Oxley. Brooks. Bullock. Logan. Freeman. Revis. Berkowitz. Hickey. Costa. Trainier. Van Dyne. All right, ready? Richmond. Williams. Ogala. Pretzel. Butler. Newquist. Balich. Oxley. Brooks. Bullock. Logan. Freeman. Revis. Berkowitz. Hickey. Costa. Trainier. Van Dyne.
We are out of executive session. Seeing no further business, can I get, our next meeting is October 16th, 2025. Can I get a motion to adjourn? Motion by Oxley, seconded by Butler. All in favor? Any opposed? We're adjourned.